Hello, good morning, happy Thursday. I've got a Zilby here today, and I'm he's super interested in playing. So I figured we'll do our normal talk play. Zilby, want to come up here? We put a tunnel down for him too, so he can hang out. Asitsu, hello, good morning. How are you doing today? Do you want? No, you want to reach? You want to be active. Come on. You want something? No? Usually he likes it when I'm able to run around the room a little bit with it. So he might be more like not interested because he's it's not that active for him. You're struggling a bit working with Terraform today, but would rather be doing anything else. We're I've used on this channel Pulumi a bit, and I like it. I think I like it a little bit. Well, I can't say I like it more than Terraform because I haven't actually used Terraform for real. But I do like the idea of like doing that kind of architecture stuff in code rather than just in configuration files. So that's why I like Pulumi. But yeah, I get you. I get you. You want to play more, Zilby? Are you gonna pop out? He loves like rushing in there. He doesn't go all the way through. He just moves the entire thing by diving in to the middle. Okay, Zilby, if you're not going to actually play. All right. My method of storing it, so that way he can't like hurt himself tangling up in it or like wrap it around his neck or something. You go here. All right, let's turn off their music and let's see what we're doing today. It's been a couple of days. It is useful, but sometimes I want to replace the whole thing with something custom. Had more than a few issues with it. Yeah, I get what you mean with that. Like sometimes it does feel like it would be nice to just like, hey, you know what? There is an AWS CLI. Let's just write a bunch of shell scripts to do what we want to do. Um, but having like a tested framework that like yeah, it has some issues with it, but is a lot more tested than our stuff, than custom stuff would that's sort of where I end up. Okay, so we're currently going to be working on this featured courses, which we call a course library. Now, this is going to be in the cards section. But instead of just like 3 cards or just one row of cards, this is multiple cards in here plus a request course. So that's what we're going to be working on today. Also, I figured out how to change the name of the session. So now I have, I named it Brooke Zerker. Maybe in the future I'll name it like Stream or something else like that. Maybe we'll make it a little bit easier to deal with. Okay, so we don't need a new page. We need to go where? Prototypes, cards. I guess like previously we're using just this featured course cards here. Oh yeah, no, I had repeated on several of them. Okay, so we're gonna have a new card list. So BB card list, we'll give it the route. We'll have the card data. We could just make this an empty vector right now. Card title level. This is a BB title level 2. Icon. What icon do you want me to use? A star. I wonder if I have a star. It's not saying that I have a star there. That's just buffer text. So I bet I don't have a star. I bet we'll need to go get one. Okay. Then we have a title. The title for this is featured courses. More. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, so we have a more. Because over here it's we have a request course. So more equals true on action. Should have just copied the previous one. Action equals request course. Okay, so if I do that, we should see a list here, maybe? No, error. What happened? Card title level doesn't have a value. Oh, because I did colon. That should be equals. Okay. Success. Game Stylist, hello. How are you doing today? I do have a star. Okay, so we have a star here. We have the request course. That action does the thing that we want it to do. So in this case, it's running a little bit of code that tells me the action button was pressed, but we can make that like go to a new page. For example, a request course page. Oh, the Zilbicam. He was here. He must have left. I'll turn it off. We were trying to play with him a little bit when I first started the stream, and I think he got bored with my attempts to play with him. He like interested a little bit, but not enough. Yes, a cat, an orange cat. Which is actually that's the cat that this emote is based on. Okay, so take a look at this. Next up, we want multiple course cards, and we want this like request course at the end of it. You also want but heptic schedule. Yeah, sometimes I feel bad because we do leave him alone for a long period of time, but he seems to be fine. We want to get a second cat to keep him company. It's like a cat for the cat, but we don't know what's going on. Like, there's some unknowns right now. It's like everything and the economy and everything else. So we're not really looking that hard for a cat yet. Okay, so feature courses. Um, how to host a Node.js API. There's quite a lot of those services out there. So I think does like Vercel, does that do backend hosting? I think that does, right? I haven't used it, but I know a lot of people who do. Heroku was one. They used to have a free tier and then they got rid of it, and probably along with a huge number of their audience. Um, you can use DigitalOcean for $5 per month to get a VCS and put your Node.js server on there. For the $5 a month one, if nobody is hitting it, if it's just for testing, you could put multiple apps on there and get basically like each app that you do becomes cheaper, right? It's like, oh, this one's $2.50 to host, and that's locked. It's never going to be more than $5 per month. There's some other of those hosting ones, and I forget what they're called. Obviously, AWS exists. You could so if you haven't signed up for AWS right now, you can get a free year of hosting a very very cheap free tier ECS. Can you host multiple APIs in DigitalOcean? Yes. So they give you just basically a Linux computer, and you have to set it up. So you have to set up Nginx to do the hosting to multiple systems, but it's absolutely possible. You can use Nginx as your reverse proxy, and then if you hit DigitalOcean using a certain path with a certain domain, that will go to one directory. That'll go to forward it to like one port internally. And if you do another one, it goes to a different port internally. And that's just for $5. Yes. It's not like super great, but for private testing, it's perfect. Like I know a lot of people that use DigitalOcean just for that purpose. Like you won't be able to get like more than one like WordPress thing working on that, but if it's just your own stuff, you're fine. Plus, it's an actual VPS. It's not like a Heroku thing where it'll die and like be rebooted on you randomly, and you don't know what's going on. You can actually store stuff on a file system. It's all yours essentially. Yep. So I do like DigitalOcean for that, but you can also use AWS free tier for that, which is similar to DigitalOcean. Here, we can go take a look at it. DigitalOcean. Ocean. Skip all the ads. I misspelled DigitalOcean, and apparently they get the ads, but they didn't get their website. That's funny. DigitalOcean. Okay, their Twitter, their Wikipedia. Really? Their YouTube, Terraform docs. Oh, DigitalOcean, your SEO is terrible. For a publicly traded company, I'm really surprised. Usually they'd spend money on this type of thing, but they're not. Okay, so let's try. I think it's digitalocean.com. We can go to pricing. Oh, well, look at that. They've dropped the price. It's now $4 a month. Okay. Well, that's even better, isn't it? So for $4 a month, you get a a regular CPU. You get one V CPU. You get 500 gigabytes of transfer. I guess like that's 500 gigabytes of network back and forth. I think these are per month. You get a 10 gigabyte SSD drive. Uh, Technically, it's costing you 0.00595 cents per hour. So you can like run it for half a month and turn it off, and you don't get charged the full $4. You get charged whatever amount you used, and then you can just go up from here. So like, there's also a $6 a month option, which essentially doubles everything. It's a little bit less than double. Like, you get more than double SSD drive. You get exactly double the network, but it's the same. Oh, and you get double memory. So that's nice. Londo Spark. Hello. And thank you so much for the subscription. You've been subscribed for 10 months. 10 months. Oh man, that's so long. Thank you so much for the subscriptions. Thank you, thank you. And welcome. Oh, and it's hi all. How are you all? How are you? 10 whole months. We're doing good. You're gonna have to dash as you have a haircut booked. Well, good luck. Have fun with your haircut. I always dread haircuts for some reason. They always like end up fine, but I don't know. I just don't like to go there. Maybe I just don't like to be social. Thank you. You hate them. Well, good luck with it. Hopefully it'll be fine, just like every other one, right? Oh, you're getting a beard trim too. I've never had them do a beard trim. I don't know why I'm scrolling down here. I should just stay on here and zoom in on that. Just got to get through it. That's the philosophy for life, right? Just got to get through all the painful things that we don't like to, so we can get to the stuff that we do want to do. Okay. Game Stylist, does this help? So it looks like you can get something for $4 US per month, to play around with. And if you've never done it, you know what? I don't know. Can I help you set up? Yes, I can help you set up through a course that I made. Let me find it. I want. Obviously, you don't need to look at everything for the course, but I did create a course on. Oh, come on, go away. I'm not logged into this YouTube instance, so where's the. Okay, there's the. Take me to like the full playlist. There we go. Back to here. Okay, so that playlist, we went through. This was the second course that I've ever created. So it's a little bit rougher than the other ones, than like the Axum or the U one. But the idea is that I created a little really quick blog, using the REST book, and then it's spinning up and deploying that to DigitalOcean. So the vast majority of it is actually just setting up and something on DigitalOcean. The API part is going to be exactly the same. So if I'm forwarding traffic to like ports 3000 or 8000 or 8080 or whatever, you can just say, well, it's going to go to whatever port your Axum is set to. And it doesn't matter that it's like a post or a pull or a put, or sorry, post or put, a patch. Nginx sort of takes care of that. And then we also set up two-factor authentication using a Google Authenticator sort of style on it, so people can't just SSH into your box easily. We set up auto updates and sort of like all the sysadmin that you want to do to like set things up like that. It should be relevant to pretty much every single VPS. So give that a shot. What about a database? So the really cool thing about databases is that you can just sort of spin them up. So you install it, Can you host it on locally? Absolutely. So you can install it using. So if it's just for testing purposes, I would actually just do it in a Docker instance. I would spin up Docker on the VCS and then run like Postgres, for example, uh, in Docker there because it's testing. I don't really care about it that much. I don't need it to be the fastest thing possible. But if it was something I did need to be really fast, I would probably spin up a well, if it was a production thing, I would spin up its own droplet specifically for that. But it sounds like you're for testing. So just go locally, use Docker, and it'll be fine. It'll be good enough. I don't think I spin up a database for that one, but the general idea is once you get everything else set up, you can install whatever software you want, and databases are just software if you think about it. There's software that just runs with a server, and then there's an API that you connect to it. So you just put it somewhere, and then you're good to go. Can you host on Droplet along with API? Absolutely, because imagine the Droplet is just a computer that like can't really lift up my other computer. So give me 1 second. And I'll give you a good example. Zilby apparently got into this because I found some cat hair on it. But this is a Raspberry Pi. It's a Raspberry Pi 4, I think, which is actually probably better than the droplet, the $4 droplet. But okay, so anything production, I would use a managed database instead of manually deploying to a VM. That's also true, Etsu. That's also very true for production. Maybe for like the dev database, self-hosting it would be fine too. MVP, where you're gonna go? Yeah, if you're optimizing for cost, then absolutely. Like a DigitalOcean droplet is good. Okay, so if you've ever used a computer like a Raspberry Pi, like something like this, then you can just install servers on it and run it as a server on your local system. So imagine that the VCS, so the VPS, virtual private server, is a Raspberry Pi somewhere. You can't necessarily go and point to a specific computer of where it is. You don't know where it is. You just know that somewhere somebody has put down some computer just like this, and they've given you the SSH ability to SSH into it, and it's yours. Nobody else can touch it. Nobody else can do anything to it legally, and it's yours. Um, and that's it. Like you can now go into it. You have to configure it. Nobody else is going to do that for you either. It is self-managed, and that's essentially what. That's why you can then run. Hey, if you could put your database and your API on a Raspberry Pi, you can also do it on a VPS. So a long way of saying yes. You need to build some MERN admin panel. There's a lot of admin panels out there. Oh, hello, Zilby. Are you tired? Do you play upstairs? Let's try to go up. Okay, he's going down. Yeah, so there's tons of those admin panels, and there's no reason that you couldn't add it on here. DigitalOcean has some really good docs. In fact, sometimes we use DigitalOcean docs for AWS servers or some other servers. They're so good. So if I search docs and I want to look at like MERN admin panel, do you have any? No. MERN admin panel. Do you know one? Do you have like the name of a MERN admin panel? Like there's cPanel, but I don't think that's exactly what you're looking for, right? So you usually can do like MERN admin panel, DigitalOcean, and actually spell DigitalOcean correctly. And like here's literally a document of how to get started with the MERN stack by DigitalOcean. They show you how to install Node. They show you how to install everything. Yeah, this might be like this type of stuff might be helpful. So here is a link to this documentation. I don't think they put you'll need a database where you will store your data. For this, you'll make use of MLab. Okay, so they're putting their database on MLab. MLab, I believe, lets you have. Is that still a thing? Does MLab still exist? No, apparently not. Okay. I would not use MLab. Their security certificate expired or something. I don't see that they're using any kind of database controller, but they're using a hosted database somewhere else. If you're using Mongo, it's Atlas now for MongoDB. So yeah, if you wanted to use Atlas, that's free. Like they have a free tier, I believe. So you don't even have to install it on DigitalOcean if you don't want to, but you totally can. And as I mentioned, Docker on the VPS is probably what I would do for testing purposes. All right. Hopefully that helps. At least it should give you a starting point to go for. You know all but lacks in the hosting part. All right, cool. Well then, hopefully that'll help. Let's look here. How far did we get? Okay, so we need a list of courses now for this. So we have learner support cards, community driven cards, featured course cards. Okay, so let's clone this one. So we have 18. And I'll put this down below everything else. All right, so this is going to be, so the previous one was featured course cards, but these are like featured courses cards, maybe. Featured course cards 2. It's not really a good name. Okay. So immediately we get all these courses. Now let's replicate these so we get 3 more. I should like look up. I used to know how to do page ups and page downs. I sort of forgot that. All right, so I want to bring you down to here again. Do 18. Replicate you. Okay, so now we have a whole bunch of these. We have the request course over here. I guess like this card is just slightly too long to fit in here. Kind of looks like it should fit. If I go like this though, I think they correctly, yeah, they correctly collapse down. I might want to like tweak this later, but I think for right now it works. I mean, you would think that it has enough room here. Maybe just not. But look at a chord, your width is 19 rem. Oh yeah. Look, if I change that width to 18th rem, it looks much better. Let's do that. So this is going to be on the card component. I'm going to go down to 18 rem. Okay, so here you are. We're happy with you. Let's the next thing we want essentially 3 levels of this, so we can duplicate one more time. So what was that? That was pages, cards. Let's get the next 4 of these. That's 23. Okay, so we have a whole bunch. I guess technically we need one more. We can just duplicate this one. This last one. Okay. There we go. So we have our grid of cards. And then I want this last card here to be a request course card. So see if we can build. Let's see if like right now we're allowed to build that. So we have the data. So if I SXY. So I wonder if I can do this by like no title. We can actually go check it out. Let's see. Go to card. It was already there too. I didn't need to type it in. Okay, so we have title level. Okay, so title level, title, text is optional. We have the on-click classes. Oh, we have a card type. Oh, there's a BB card type. So if I do a card type, which this BB card type, we have a call to action. If we have a call to action, it runs this function here, which returns a different HTML. Which is really just the body of the card. Like that's all this is. It's just the body of the card is slightly different. And we get the on-click. We get that stuff. We have the props. Okay, so we have the title and the on-click. Okay, so BB card type is, okay, so and that is card type, title level, title, text. Okay, all those still need to be done. Okay, so title would be, I think, request course. We don't need text. I don't need a tag for this. I don't need a link. I need to go look at it again. I need to look at the builder. Oh wait, is builder not here? Oh, where it card it's card list where the builder is at. That's what it is. Okay, so down past the card list, we have the BB card data, and then here's the BB card data builder. So we have title, text, link, on click, card type. So I need the title, on click, and card type before I build. So title, on click, card type. So we'll do pages, cards again. So we have title. We'll have an on click. That will become the on action clone. Title, oh, and card type. The BB card type. It was something action. Call to action. There it goes. You're upset. Can I find value on action in the scope? Really? There's because on action is down here. Ooh, yeah. I guess we have to move you to the top. So that's the 4D. I think I want to do like the top space too. Or yeah, we'll put it above here. Okay. Okay, successfully built. Let's see how you look. Yeah, look at that. Request course. You're a little bit bigger than you need to be, aren't you? H25. I guess like that gives, I think this is just an empty div to give a little bit of space before the request course. Then your button. Card body. Where's your width? Why are you so big? You're 190. What set you? Which is strange because these ones are shorter. I wonder, are you what's causing that? If I go to 15. I mean, that brings it to the top, but that's not really helpful. If I remove this, that just sits at the top, but it's still the same height. Okay, so you, okay, so you have a width of 18. That's not causing it. We have a margin Y of 1. Okay, card body is, I don't see anything here saying what its size should be. And this button doesn't have anything weird. Like that size is just right there. I wonder if this card body is doing it somewhere. So we have the text align center. That's not doing anything. It makes me wonder if I put in a height of, and none of these are gonna like set it. If I do something like I don't know, 1 rem. Oh yeah, you don't do anything at all. How about you? You do something. Okay. So what if I put that on here? Give it a height of so min content. We could do a min height. We can do a min height. So a min height. We have fit content. But I might want to do something like 3rem. Oh, interesting. Then if I do a height of fit content, so I combine those two together, then you become something like this. We can say min height as like 12 rem or 10 rem or something like that. Is it not the flex in the card body controlling the height? I didn't think it was, but maybe it is. Let's try it. So if I, it's not doing anything to anything else. If I go and remove this height, card body, yeah, it's not doing anything. Here's that flex. Oh, look at that. There's a padding. There's a padding on card. Oh, okay, this is coming from Bootstrap. So you're giving just a tiny bit of padding, but that kind of makes it look good. Otherwise, everything would exactly be the same size. But I think these two things would work, right? I put in a min height and a height here, and then we can just set this to be whatever size we want it to be. We can make it a square. So this is already width 18. So I could do this as height 18 rem. Oh, right. That makes everything look like that, which is not exactly what I want. I would want height 18 rem. Although if I do this, I get that. Let's refresh. Let me reset. So for this, there's like an empty here. So H25. I wonder, can I do like a margin Y? Oh wait, no, it would be this. Margin Y auto. And then I can do the height, whatever I want. So I can say width 18 rem, height like 18 rem. No, that did not add in. Oh, that's because I put it. there on that one. I need to do like this one, for example, for this U one. Oh, I think it's because the A tag is screwing it up. So I'd have to go back to like a link in here, like the U, like the title would be the link, which I'm not wholly opposed to. Okay, so for you, if we do this height and width is 18, and then you, oh, you don't have an empty. I kind of wonder if I edit you as HTML and we put in a div and we gave you a class of margin y auto. My auto. No, that doesn't do anything. M top auto. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So that doesn't, that's the reason why it doesn't work is I don't have the ability to like auto extend. I think it's because the A tag here is weird, although maybe I can do something with it to say like, hey, you're uh you're a blocked what is it? It's like if it looks good, don't touch it. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think there's a way to do it, but I forget how to do it. Uh you never put fixed widths and heights on grid cells. I know. I'm not doing it right with that. I need to talk to my friend who knows a lot more about Bootstrap and CSS to sort of like figure this one out. Um, Especially since like what I'm really trying to do is like put it weird in the cell. I think that's the sort of the problem that I'm running into. If I remove like the width and height, so I want to restrict the width. The height is um what I want to accomplish. I want to put the text on the bottom side of it here, but then allow it to extend down as far as it wants to. So right now, if I add a little bit of height to it, I could make all the cards the same height, just by like calculating how much text there are and like make it that way. Um, but that doesn't really work. I could do maybe a min height, a min. Oh no. Oh no, I don't want to do a max height. I think it would just be height fit content. Oh, I want this one to be overridden to say like you get to be like everything else. That's what Flexbox is for. We have Flexbox in here, and so I'm using that. I just don't remember how to do it with that. So I'll have to look it up sometime. But like it's fine. I just want this to like this specific one to be like 18 or 12 or something like that. If I make you specifically like this card right here, if I make you a height of like 12 rem, sorry, not you. I want you to be a height of like 12 rem. That looks fine. Uh, you have two courses. Why that many cards? I'm gonna have more courses, so I'm designing it. I have two courses right now. Actually, I have four courses right now. In reality, I'm just repeating these two, well, these three over and over again in the design. Okay, and then center that. So if I want a height. Okay, so I mean, okay, so this I have that as like the center here. Okay, because I have a div -h. Oh, interesting. So I have a height to add in a little bit on the top. I sort of manually did that. That's kind of like, eh. Why would I do that? If I delete that node and on the button itself, can I tell the button to be a margin Y auto? Oh no, that's not gonna do it. There is a way to do a centered, like a vertical center. It's in their utilities or something. Vertical align. They have an align middle. Did I try that? Align dash middle. Yeah, middle here. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong one. I was looking at the example here, but this is the example for here. For you, this is, oh, align middle still. Table cells. Well, it's not necessarily table cells. There's flex stuff. I can try, okay, so there's the justify content center. Oh, this one. Um, Align item center maybe. And that's the middle one. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Let's try throwing you in here. I think I might have to have a height on it. No, I don't have to have a height on it. Oh, do I have to tell you to be like flex? No. Or do I have to tell you to be flex? Nope. Okay. Well, whatever. We'll just leave it like this. I could set that one to have a slightly um smaller height, I believe. So if we go to card, I believe, and with the card type, so this is simple. Okay, so the call to action. Here's the card body. I have this class H 25. What I probably really want to do is replace that with a style. Oh, not like that. I want that style new. We're gonna use no, not classes. We want CSS. I can't see the thing. It's like the pop-up is in the wrong place. Fine. CSS. And then in here, you are unwrap. I want your to be a height of like let's say 12 rem. So if I just do that, a little bit less. Oh, we have an error. What's your error? Oh, cannot find macro CSS. Yeah. So macro CSS, I believe, comes from stylist. So use. I think it's that. Still an error. Unexpected closing delimiter. Line 112. Oh, yeah, you're upset now. Because I have styles that's open 1 2 1 2. So open open close close. Unwrap. That looks fine, right? Did I like accidentally add something in? Oh, wait. Where is I think I removed something by accident. Yeah. Oh, now you're at the bottom. Okay. So uh height. Oh, I think I wanted I made you height 11 rem. I wanted you to be something like uh, like 2 rem. Maybe I wanted 3 rem, and then for you we want turn this into classes. Okay, so class, we have classes. So you, and then we can do the same thing where we have a little bit of a style, new CSS, and this is height is like 12 rem. Something like that. Nope. String literals must not contain more than one class. Okay, fine. You want this to be separated out. Okay, you're happy there, and then oh, come on. Oh, did I forget to put the height on that one? No, I didn't forget. I put card body. Oh, the card body has the height. That doesn't do anything. It needs to be on the card itself. Oh, but I don't have access to the card. I'd have to do that on like the parent thing. Um, which yeah, okay, fine. I'll just not. I'll not do that then. We'll just leave. See, we have you. I'll put you as like a 4. I don't know. This might have to just be a to do for later. I think Startup Builder, you're right. It's a little bit better. So we'll just leave this as that. If I click on this button, request course, action button was pressed. So I know that this pressed. I'd then take us to the course request course. I would probably use the same one as up here. So that's nice. And all of these can be links to like specific course pages. Right now they just link home. So, okay. I think that's the featured courses. Yeah. All right, let's save everything. And okay, so we git add. All right, what did we do here? We created, or we didn't really update much, did we, in the card? We did something in the cards. I don't remember what. But we creating prototype for full featured courses list. Okay, that okay. All right, what would be next? Next is down here. So course bundles. Like the only difference, like if we when we eventually get to course bundles, which would allow me to like sell like, oh, like get all of the courses together in one thing. It's not really a big difference between besides like just the package. But I don't actually I'm not planning on beginning with course bundle with bundles because I don't think I'm gonna have enough to bundle them up. I don't know, I could do one with like here, everything web development. Uh do I have an icon for that? Let's find out. We have Brandstar, Heart, Contact, Mark, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube Small, Check, and Discord. Oh, I do not. So yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I don't have an icon for this package, but that's probably fine. So we don't need this right away. A community banner. So this is like an advertisement type banner. I don't see how this is that different than our other hero. Let's see, wait, wrong browser. Yes, we have this hero right here, and we have this hero. Uh, we could try to do this hero with a video. Yeah, and I totally understand startup builder. I've actually like on a back end, I'm starting to like build the infrastructure for it. I just can't do that on stream yet until I've got some more stuff going with it. Um, so part of the streams is also like just buying time for me to get that set up, and then we can actually build the real. We can start building the real site. Okay, so what was I kind of want this to like now have the option for a video. That would be really nice. So I can do a video here like this or a video here like this. So let's try pages heroes. So we have that last one I want to repeat. So this level 2, let's go. This is 11. So what is this called? Mod Prog, hello. You're actually building a component library for Leptos. Nice. I do highly recommend building component libraries for projects. Uh, like there's a lot of good reasons for it. The best probably is it allows you to separate out components from usage and make them a little bit more reusable. Okay, so this was called a community banner. Interesting. So he calls it a community banner, but it's like the same name as that one. So community like side banner essentially. Then we have built for people. Oh nope, that was. I want to. Relating to that. Okay. Then main, we have, okay, the main is there, and then I think there was, right, the media. Oh yeah, because we have a video for that. Oh yeah, this might be easy. So if we do media equals BB Hero left media is a video, a YouTube video. I think that's what I can do. And then where's that one with the YouTube video? Like what do you take? Oh, this is the YouTube video. I want to go check out what the hero looks like. Okay, so media is the BB Hero left media. Takes you only take an image right now. Okay. We could just like skip this one and not do a video on the left, and just do the video on the bottom, and that should be fine. Or we can like continue to add to it, and so we can do that as a later one, sort of like as Startup Builder was suggesting. Like we have a community banner that has it below instead of to the left. That should be fine. Like if we were to look through, like what are we missing? Like this is what would be the correct header level for a header inside of a card? So it depends, right? So in general speaking, every website needs an H1, generally. So you need some kind of title for it. So for example, if this is like the only card here, like this is the only like series of cards, I would put this as an H1 and I would put these as H2s. But if you already have H2s and like these are inside the H2s, then these would be H3s. So for mine, I made it so I can give the titles whatever level I want. So they can be H3s, they can be H6s, they can be H2s. Technically, I can make them H1s, but if you have more than one of them, that's a violation. So that's not correct. So unfortunately, it depends. Like the answer, like so many other things. So this is a normal card list. It does not have things on the left. I would be okay with like just keeping this title right here. Which do we have? Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to not. Well, here, let's just save and get status. I'm gonna undo what I just did here. So we want to do a get, a restore. There. So we're good with that. So you make the first H something the card title. Yeah, that's a really good way to do it. It's like if it's the only thing on a page, you can have like H1 that, and then H2, and then potentially just go from there. There's if you're using are you using a testing library, ModProg, for your like your actual like site? Let's see, what was I doing? Where was I going? I was gonna go back to home. We're gonna go to cards. So what I want here is I want essentially no item and I want no call to action. That's what I want. I want to basically do one of these without that. No, not currently. You don't have the full idea of what you want to create with the site. Oh, that helps. It helps quite a bit to know what you want to build. When you do get there, I do highly recommend using a full stack end to end testing library like Playwright or Cypress. There's plugins that you can get that will test for accessibility, but they'll also test for like valid rules. Like, hey, do you only have like one H1? And is it somewhere near like, or I guess like it doesn't have to be at the top of the document. Like, is there one H1 and is there only one of them? Is there an H2 and is there an H3 and do you have two H2s? Like it lets you know like, ooh, you're violating some rules here. Okay, so I don't want course cards. Let's duplicate learner support cards. This might be fine. Do y, y. Put it down here. Okay, so card data. So we want, these are essentially exactly the same thing as the other ones. I just want not to have that. So let's clone. These are learner support cards. I'll clone these. Okay, so that gives you those. Level 2 is fine for this one because these are all at like the second level. Icon, I don't want an icon. Title. Title is going to be learner support. Oh, which I already have. So it's just more of that. There is no more. We have no on action and I want these to be links, don't I? So hold on. How do I do on a? I think there's an on link thing. So hold on. Card list. Link. That's what it is. Okay, so we want a link here. So pages, cards again. So we have title. So I don't need an on action. I don't need an action, but I need a link. And that's going to be a route. Oh wait, that's for the card. Each card data has it. That's what it was. That's what it is. Each card data has it. So then do I have the links on there? Oh, those already work, and we sort of know how they work. So that's gonna be fine. So if I save you run. Okay, so now we have this learner support here. We have no icon to the left of it. We have no call to action on the right, and then we have our cards here, and that's fine. I could tweak these later when we start using it to see whether or not the width is going to work out for us. Okay, so that's fine there. Let's do. Oh, I just want to save these. So created community cards prototype without call to action. I don't need to push it until the very end. Is there something next? There's an alternative one here. What's that? Oh, an alternative one would allow me to have these like filters, but we don't need filters at all because you can just sort of look through them. So I don't need to worry about that yet. Next step. So third page. This is an advertisement one. We want a call to action with like a trailer video. Put in like a title. So this would be like a title, a subtitle, and some text. That's that is actually a different hero. Um, hmm. Hmm. I wonder how I want to do that. Do I want to like break out? I guess like this thing I might want to have. Oh, I would just want to add a subtitle in, and then I want to add in the left hero because that does make sense. Like if I want this stuff on the right, I don't want a video underneath it too. That's just too much in the center. So I'd want to have something on the left here. So this is where we're going to be next time. We're going to create this. Which is good timing because it's 8:16 and it's time for me to get ready for work. Let's go ahead and uh, push these on up to GitHub so I don't forget. Exit out of view. We're all good here. So I can quit out of view. Everything's good, good, good. Apparently there's something for subtitles. You didn't know that. Really? I was just going to use another H. Let's take a look at that. H group. The H group HTML element represents a heading and related content. It groups a single H1 to H6 elements with one or more P. Oh, okay. So we have a H group, and then we can have like the H1 and then a P. Oh, interesting. Okay, I like that. Okay, so let's we are going to come here and we're gonna do another sticky note. We'll say use H group. That. And there's no way I can miss this. I'll even put it like right here. There's absolutely no way I can miss this note now. Okay, so we'll do this. I expect to be streaming tomorrow morning. It might be a slightly shorter stream because I have to. There's some stuff we have to do with work, and we have some meetings at like sort of slightly different times. But it should still be a stream. So like maybe an hour or so instead of an hour and 15. And then after that, it'll be Monday. So we're getting pretty close to having like the stuff that I care about done. Um, like we're more and more close to like actually having the things I care about. And then we will start building the real thing. It'll be great. You're using Puppeteer for end-to-end testing. Puppeteer works. I guess like personally, it's just a personal preference. I like Cypress, and I like. I'm gonna start experimenting a new one. We're gonna build with Playwright, because I've heard some really good things about it. So I've never used Puppeteer for end-to-end testing, but like Cypress is made specifically for it. So I would recommend at least checking it out, give it a shot, see how you feel about it. And if you really just hate it, then you have a system that works, and that's all that really matters in the end. All right, everybody. I hope that you all have a great rest of your Thursdays. And I will see you back here tomorrow morning for more LMS component library builds. Have a good one and see you then. Bye.